Welcome back to SANIC. We in the scary levels now, so you best get ready because it's gonna be scary as hell. SANIC in the scary castle. Yeah, SANIC. Gathering emblems. And moving on to the next stage. Stage number 12, Mystic Mansion. In my opinion, the most frustrating level.
Feels like Halloween with all these
ghosts. So we're just going to take out the gold guy. And that is going to give us a switch we can hit. And that switch just gives us a couple rings. We actually have to go up here to open the door. In most cases, if you're trying to go through this level fast, only the robot in front of the door has to be killed. Back here there is a switch. And that switch is going to open this crate. Well, this thing. I don't know what they're called.
Leave them to me, Sonic.
And that's going to allow us to kill these robots. And open the door to the next room. Let's go for the key again so I can maybe demonstrate what it does. We picked up the key. And let's see if we can keep it to the end of the level without taking a hit. On a level like this, might be difficult. Here we have a ton of robots. You might want to level up your power character before that. Alright. Alright, we get our Team Blast. It's important to not use Team Blast there, because you have a bunch of robots, including a hammer bot here. So this is a good time to use Team Blast, but I'm not going to do it. And you've got to take out all three of these guys to disable the laser gate, unless you want to try to glitch it, which hasn't worked well for me to this point. Now this is a different kind of robot. They're not really, like, I don't have much to say on them. There's 20 rings in that one. And this is another bobsled. This one has more jumping to deal with. And instantly after that first bobsled, you have a second bobsled. And this one kinda gets tough. We get to the end of it. And we can level up Tails another time. You might look for a switch for this one, but you just want to destroy the robots. Now we get into the skeleton room with 3 switches. This switch changes the room up a bit and puts these platforms in an area where we can actually jump across. The other switch would have put them in an area where we can't jump across. So we're going to go over here and flip this switch, and this one's actually going to turn the room back differently. Now this one, I recommend to just do what I did and go and fly and kind of fly across. Because it's a bit difficult to actually do that. Now with this enemy, you can flip them upside down with a tornado and they will turn into the wizard. You can do that with several enemies in this. You can do it the other way around as well. Now you'll want to go in here and flip a switch. So you can go up to the door. This door would have been closed if you didn't get that switch. Now down here we have springs. Gonna take us up to another room. And if you saw, there is a switch up here as well. And we can strategically get this switch. Alright, now you don't want to use Team Blast here. It may look like it, but trust me, you don't. Because the next room is where you'll want to have a Team Blast for. Because in here, we have a hammer robot. But this one is different. This one we can't even hit with knuckles. So we have to wait for it to do its spinning move. You can also try a tornado, But in the end, you're finding nothing is going to hit this thing. So you're just going to want to team blast it if you can. The real way to do it, you're going to have to wait for it to do its spinning attack, and then when it falls over, it's going to lose its helmet. And once its helmet is gone, you can attack it normally. But that's a tricky thing to have to know. So we go in here, this changes up the room a bit. There's a few rings up here if you really want them. But now we can fall down here. That's going to take us to another checkpoint. Everybody's fully leveled up. But we have another bobsled.
Hang on!
And I'm trying to remember which bobsled run this is because a lot of them are similar. This one we race a little armored train thing.
You're about to crash!
You can slow down, but you really just want to get as close to it as possible so you can actually sort of glitch through. It's the bombs it throws at you. And then you go over here and you land on another bobsled. Actually, these are trolleys, but there's really no difference. This is actually very difficult, the jumping control, but luckily you only have to dodge 2, so it's impossible to fail. Here we go, 2 gold robots and a wizard. But with the power combo, it just goes down like crazy. This switch makes the walls a little narrower so we can triangle jump across. Alright. We actually made it through on the right path that time. That's another part where I recommend getting in fly formation and just flying across. We'll stun the wizard here. Now you can fall, but the safe way is to do this. And this is my vote for most annoying part of the game. These things. Come on, Sonic, get back here. You have to hit 3 switches while avoiding these guys. And that will open up a path to ring dash into this area with 3 paths. You can take these on in any order, so we'll start with the left path. So with Sonic, we turn around and we have to make it back. We don't have a platform though. We have to homing attack these ghosts. A little tricky, in fact. Alright, so the first one's complete. For the next one, we'll go fly in the middle path. Getting through this area without dying is tricky, but getting through this area after a death is even trickier because we have all our power-ups. If you don't have your power-ups, just think how hard it's going to be to get through some of these battles that are upcoming. Alright, so you really want to take your time on this part because you don't want to die. So here we just have one wizard. Alright. And that just leaves the power route. And as you've guessed by the power route, we'll probably have to fight something pretty tough. We can look to the end and we see a hammer bot. We have to use the fans to cross, and this one's actually really easy to get across, but be careful when you land. Because if it's hitting you with its hammer when you land, it's going to knock you off the edge. This is where you use Team Blast. Because it's one of the armored hammer bots that you can't hit. And then finally, you'll unlock the switch in the final room, which is a straight run to the gold ring.
No problem. Piece of cake.
So we get through Mystic Mansion without dying. First time I played it, it probably took me about 10 tries to get through that level. Just the altar room at the end. And through all that, we get an A rank. And that's 2 A ranks in Hang Castle and Mystic Mansion. So what's next? Well, another boss after 2 levels. And this boss similar to After Bingo Highway, it's Eggman in his little hover vehicle.
Trying to stop us now? What a joke!
What did you say?
And now, he's really mad.
Get them.
And this is Robot Storm. Similar to Robot Carnival, you have to fight waves of enemies.
You guys ready?
All right.
Ready.
Hey, what a fantastic start. We jump off the edge in the first wave trying to homing attack something.
Payback time, Eggman. You guys ready?
All right.
If you can get your teammates following you through this whole thing, you can take out these guys really quickly. Sonic's one of the least important to level up here. So if you can fight the first few waves with Sonic, so you can fall off the edge, then you can easily waste a bunch of lives that you could use for later, because Sonic has a big tendency to want to kill himself. Suicidal Sonic. I sense a meme. Look at that!
Ready.
Look at that!
Get them.
Just look at it. No. We've lost 3 lives already, and we haven't got past wave 2.
You guys ready?
All right.
Level up. Ready.
Ah. Alright, good start. Now we've got 2 level ups for Knuckles, that's plenty. There. With 2 level ups for Knuckles, that's a piece of cake right there.
Too cool. Here we go.
There's a gold robot in the back.
Ready anytime.
And we take out the gold one.
Level up.
Got 2 levels up for Tails now as well.
Cool.
The case opens when we destroy the robot.
Now you'll be automatically taken down into a room with a ton of gold robots. And this is nearly impossible without Team Blast. So you'll definitely want to use it there, and then you can get some power cores.
Level up.
Too cool.
Now we got Knuckles on level 2.
Them all.
Here we go.
I'm going to use Sonic for this part, just for the heck of it. Just trying to get a level up for Knuckles, to get him to 3. There we go, Knuckles at level 3.
Too cool. Like there's
Now that we have Knuckles at level 3,
some.
We won't give up so easily, Eggman.
They're everywhere.
this will just devastate them. Now make sure you get in this cannon as either Sonic or Tails, because if you get in as Knuckles, you'll have to go back. Now you'll land here. Ton of enemies, just make sure you land so you can do your combo attack. Luckily, Knuckles doesn't have much of a tendency to run off the edge at all, so you're pretty safe there.
Too cool.
Eventually, tougher waves of enemies will come down. Here we have Hammerbots, surrounded by more enemies.
Too
But everything
cool.
goes down. Here we have 3 Hammerbots at once. But no challenge when you're as insanely leveled up as I am.
Bad.
Knuckles and his combos take out almost anything. This is a time where you might want to consider using Team Blast, but Tails works well too, as you can just fly up at the top and then shoot everything
Them all.
like so. Everything goes down.
That was great.
I want to see if we can hit these guys over there. No, we... Oh. Oh my gosh, we have to go through all that again. Oh darn, this level just doesn't like us. I guess we'll get back at him next time on Sonic Heroes. We'll be taking on the rest of Robot Storm. So, see you guys then.